Travel. All right, Taleah will check out, and we're going to get a look at the freshman, number 55. We call her Big Wit. Coach calls her the Big Rig.
I was so impressed with her in their last game versus UMBC. She came up big down the stretch with Tarian in some foul trouble. Big free throw, box out, and rebounds to continue to get those possessions for the Greyhounds in order to pull out the win.
The 6'2" Bannerman, booyah! Starting out hot, Jayla Bannerman with 2 trays. She leads the team in 3-point. Came in with 16 made threes, Taleah, now make it 18.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna have to find her. Once she made that one, you would think the Greyhound would garner more attention to her, especially given her last couple games, scoring 32 points. You hit that first 3-pointer, she knows she's hot and she has the hot hand. So I would expect the Bears to continue to find her.
Yeah, and you know what? This team is, warm in the fact that they just played 48 hours ago in North Carolina at Davidson. Coach DeMond really putting them on the whirlwind tour to start this non-conference season, soon to be in the MEAC.
And for them, it seems more of a tangible game, After playing such high-caliber teams, you coming in back to Baltimore, into your hometown, just down the street. I would imagine a lot of their fans are here today.
We can hear them, absolutely.
Exactly. So they think that they can come in and get this win.
We're not the only ones that love Baltimore hoops.
We see Bannerman, that transition 3-pointer. And Hayes just finding her. She leads this team in assists. Their point guard, their floor general, and she's finding the hot hand.
Bannerman out of St. Francis, as well as Kimmy Hicks for the Greyhounds. And our favorite, Angel Reese. St. Francis High School, not too far from here. Here's Hayes once more. Leads the team in free throw shooting, leads the team in assists. Exactly what your point guard should be doing. What are you seeing? Is this a zone, Taleah?
No, they're in a matchup, but the shot clock is running down. And Hayes saw it, got it off, just hit the rim.
So good defense by the Greyhounds, forcing that shot late in the clock. Here's Double A from deep. Count it! 1, 2, 3. That's right. That's how you say 1, 2, 3 in French. That's for you, Double A. And boy, the Greyhounds needed that.
Yeah, they did. Just down 4, they're trying to scratch back and crawl back in this first quarter.
Of course, Double A from Montpellier, France. One of the core 4 scorers for the Greyhounds. Here's Hayes from the corner. Pocket. Oh, just off the front rim. And there is your leading rebounder for the Greyhounds, Lex Tarian, averaging 8.8 per game. One more time from deep off the front rim as Almondine takes a spill, but Tarian does a nice job, puts her hands on it. Jump ball.
Tarian always finds her way around the ball, whether it's getting the rebound. She actually is his team in steals as well.
Right.
You see there the skip pass. That's just a pure transition play. Finding the open player once you're trapped. Great pass by Garcia and a knockdown by Amarich.
Tarian, 19 steals coming in. Just has one of the best set of hands for a big that I've seen in a long time. Here's Bannerman down the left alley, drawing that foul. And guess who's gone to the free throw line more than anyone else? That's right, Jayla Bannerman. She's been to the free throw line 45 times. Make it 46.
She's just playing super aggressive early on in this game. Once you see that first bucket goes in, you feel unstoppable almost.
She also leads the team in 3-point attempts, Taleah, with 49 from beyond the arc. And we mentioned now with 18 made. Bannerman is the player, as we mentioned, to watch. Not only that, but you got to think Coach O'Banion has a game plan for Jayla.
Yeah, but for Coach O'Banion, it's just sticking to the principles. They don't want to garner too much attention to one person because that's how someone else gets hot. Hayes could eventually go off. You have Woodson. So just staying true to their principles, find the hot player, high hand, and trying to contain their best player.
Sounds like somebody who's played under Coach O'Banion, which Taleah Dixon has. And here's Sydney Bass, the freshman. Coach O'Banion really likes what she's seeing from Sydney. Nice pass into the post. And Tarian, she's not going to miss that one very often. Banks it home.
It's a great job. Great job by Sydney Bass. She looked like she was going to go in for that layup, but she saw two, pulled it out, and a great down the tunnel play with Sims and Tarian.
I always got yelled at for going in amongst the trees. Bass knows it too. And another three from Bannerman, but that's off the back iron, unkind for the Bears as we have a quick timeout. Your score, Morgan State 10, Loyola 4. When we come back, we'll have more action for you. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN.
For nearly 4 decades, the Patriot League has delivered high academic and athletic achievements in the NCAA while giving a bright future for its student athletes. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
At PenFed Credit Union, we help our members make the most of their personal finances so they can make the most of their dreams.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
The Patriot League on ESPN is on Instagram. Championship moments, amazing highlights, behind-the-scenes coverage, and features on the best and brightest student athletes in the NCAA. Follow us at Patriot League today.
Pizza Bowlies, opening up to the hub and dash. Gotta get some food, so I throw the cash. But then I saw this commercial flash. Coulda got rewards, a big point stash. So I ordered on the Pizza Bowlies app. Earned 150 points on subs and wraps. I got 10 bucks off my next pizza stack. I give a little bit and they give it right back. Yeah, get your food for free. Order online at Pizza Bowlies. Free is better than third party. Order through the app at Pizza Bowlies.
It's your weekly trip. It's our everyday low price. It's one of 37 things on your list and one of 10,000 items we've marked down. It's feeding them balanced meals and helping you balance your budget. At Wise Markets, we know you keep a close eye on every price. And so do we. Our low price promise helps you save throughout the store without waiting for a sale. So that you can eat better, we help you spend less. That's Wise.
And there is Jayla Bannerman, our player to watch today with good reason. Leads the team in points, averaging 11 per game. Free throws, gets to the free throw line. She really does it all.
Yeah, she is. She's the leading scorer right now for both teams. 8 points already in the first quarter. She started out hot.
5'7" guard. She's a senior. Transferred in from UMES, which is University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Here comes Sims. She's going to work down in the post, and she powers it up and in, and tough to stop that.
Yeah, it was a mismatch there. A great find for the Greyhounds.
Here's Gabrielle. Forgive me, that's not Gabrielle Jones. That's Michaela Bogans. Michaela averaging 5 points in the 20 jersey. Checks in for the Bears. Here's Kaylin Nash, rises up and knocks it down. Bears lead 12-8. Greyhounds put a little time in how to beat the break, right?
Yeah, they've seen it a lot this year so far, and I'm sure they'll probably see a lot of it in Patriot League as well. So it was a great job that they found teams to prepare for that in the non-conference.
Here's double A, nice ball in to Tarian, but good quick hands by the Bears. Greyhound ball under the basket.
Yeah, great find, but even better help by the Bears there to see that, knowing that they're trying to go high-low into Tarian.
Good call, good analysis there, T. Sophomore Gabby Bettinen, the 5'9" guard from from Lakeville, Minnesota. And Tarian will corral that. There's Gabby Benton. 3-2-1. She'll launch from deep, but didn't work the shot clock very well that time.
Yeah, I think the Greyhounds thought that it was going to be a half over backcourt call there, which it was actually, because Tarian did touch it last, but the shot clock was going down. I'm sure they want that play back to have a better play call there.
Here's Bogans, the sophomore out of Augusta, Georgia. Season high 11 points at UMBC for Bogans. From deep, why not? Off the front rim. It's Kaylin Nash.
Woodson on the boards, getting the Bears an extra possession.
We talked about the boards at the top, and they brought us the stats. Loyola up 5-4 in the boards, but it's early. Bass, that looked like a good block, but let's credit to number 2, Gabrielle Johnson.
Yeah, smart play by Johnson. She knows that Bass is a lot longer than she is. She kind of double clutched there, try to get the ball around and get her arm into Bass there. You see the replay. Bass did come down a little bit, right arm.
The slow motion doesn't lie, does it? Gabrielle Johnson out of Western High School, literally a stone's throw from Loyola, the home of Hall of Fame coach Breezy Bishop. She's now retired, but Breezy, famous for her time at Western High School. Bannerman checks in. She's averaging 26 minutes per game, so no surprise there. It's a good catch there by Benton. Here's Garcia, asked to play point guard this year. She's doing a terrific job. Beautiful assist there as Sims powers it up and in with the left hand.
Yeah, a great job by Sims using that pump fake. Get the defender flying, an easy layup.
We were talking about the last time we were together about her and Tarian pump faking underneath the basket. It's always so effective. Bannerman, Garcia matching up with Bannerman. Back to Jayla, asking for a screen. Over to Johnson on the left side. Woodson. Oh, there's another turnover. Good quick hands by Garcia. And Ali Lovisolo was like, wait, you were running and then you stopped. We love Ali Lovisolo, the 6'1" forward, senior out of Allendale, New Jersey. She can hit it from deep.
Yeah, she's battled some injuries over her time at Loyola, but she's been doing a great job just staying down and maintaining and being ready when her number's called.
And there's Johnson. Gabrielle Johnson hits the 3. She's second on the team in 3, so you got to really watch them as Benton with the pass. And that is hit out of bounds by Morgan State. It'll be Loyola ball under the basket as they bring in some rotational players.
Yeah, you know, the Greyhounds are starting to get sped up a little bit. Morgan State putting on that press, and Coach O'Banion talked about maintaining pace. And that's going to be the key to this game. Who is going to be able to maintain the pace of this game?
Speaking of that, she said she wanted to slow Morgan State down while they sped up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, Gabrielle Johnson with the block.
Those are great block there, especially on Amarich, who's so long and usually gets her arms around defenders.
Bannerman to the basket. Well defended by Benton. Ball doesn't go for Bannerman. Amarich in the corner. Over to Callette from 3. KK! Special K with 3. The Hounds draw within 2.
No, she doesn't shoot it often, but it's pretty accurate. She's shooting 33.3% for the year, but when she's open, she's got to be able to knock down that shot.
And she did. I mean, talk about player development. Coach O'Banion said that's what we do here at Loyola. Another good steal by the Greyhounds. Amarich down the lane. Drops it off for Callett, who does grab it. Now they'll come back out. 22 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to use all the shot clock this time. Amarich with 7. Oh, beautiful play down the lane. Oh, too bad that didn't go, but guess who? Sims. Probably should have gone back up with that, yeah?
Yeah, or just pulled it out. You know, the clock is running down 10 seconds. You can garner another ball screen action, which the Greyhounds love to do, to get Amarich downhill.
Yep. You can see how effective Amarich is downhill. Unfortunately, that one just popped out. All right, final 8 seconds here. And Johnson wants to go 1v1. No, she'll kick it out to Bannerman. Get it into the post to Nash, and that falls short. Your first quarter score here in Baltimore. Morgan State Bears 15, Loyola Greyhounds 13.
Morgan State 15, Loyola 13.
The Patriot League on ESPN is brought to you by PenFed. PenFed is the official credit union partner of the Patriot League. Herff Jones. Herff Jones is proud to be the official championship jeweler of the Patriot League. And the Patriot League. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
And welcome back, as Morgan State has a 2-point lead in as we start this second quarter. Jamie Watson here alongside former Loyola standout Taleah Dixon. Happy holidays to everybody. It's that time of year. Tarian at the elbow, another nice high-low play, but the Bears are on it.
Yeah, you know, great hands by Nash.
Oh, the high bank is open in Baltimore. It's Sunday, but what a bank shot by number 14, Tiana James. 5'4" graduate student out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, and another turnover. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, they had 10 points off of turnovers.
The Bears.
Now 13 after that last three by James.
And why not? How about it again? Oh my, James from deep. Remember my name, Tiana James.
She's checked right in and making her name known already.
She made it look as simple as you did, Taleah, from deep. Gorgeous release from Tiana James. And now it's an 8-point lead for the Bears, and the Greyhounds have Callette from the corner one more time, just shy, but she gets her own rebound. Kaylee to Tarian. who needs to get going.
Yeah, someone on this Greyhounds team is going to have to step up, and I'm looking at Tarian.
And there's some more of that length. And boy, Sims is just such a bear, but not, because she's not from Morgan State, who are the Bears. She's a beast on the boards for Loyola. Draws that foul.
Yeah, the Greyhounds have 4 offensive rebounds. They're going to have to find ways to convert them, those easy layups.
Coach O'Banion did talk about that in our interview with her. Conversion, especially on the offensive board. Let's see if they can do it here. Double A to Tarian. And Sydney Bass from the corner on that right side off the back rim, but guess who? Sims grabs it, puts it in, and that was just bully ball.
Yeah, it's a great job by Sims. You know, Bass, she usually makes those threes, but she has such a pretty shot that it's a easy rebound as well, and Sims was all over that board, ripped it from 2 of the Bears, and got the layup.
Matchup zone team.
Yeah, but
Who's
James,
stroking it?
She's hot.
Say my name, Tiana James.
So she knocked down those 2 threes. Amarich flying out, but pump fake, 1 dribble pull up, textbook basketball, and a great job by James to knock down that shot.
She is Destiny's child right now. My goodness, 3 threes in a row from James. 8-point lead for the Bears.
The Greyhounds trying to get it into Sims a little more. It looks like she is the hot hand right now. I'm looking for more Sims and Tarian action. You see James there, the
It was a 2.
pull
though.
up. Yep, it was a 2.
My bad. I wanted it to be a 3. But she is cooking. Here comes Lex going up against Woodson and just trying to. Nice job by Bass to get in there. Tarian goes in. She knew that one wasn't going in. Gonna reset here, 15 seconds. And the freshman gets it into Sims at the elbow. And Coy, I'm telling you, that is just strength on strength. The 5'11" Kaylin Nash. And Sims goes to the ground.
Yeah, you know, Kaylin's doing a great job on Sims. Making everything that she's getting hard earned.
Nash, the 5'11" graduate student from Muskegon, Michigan. Ball in her hands right now. And we mentioned this Bears team has played 14 games, and they just played on Friday. Watch out! Bannerman, booyah!
That was a beautiful play by the Bears right there. They did the flare screen. You see, you had James coming up. She's the hot hand, but then Bannerman is also hot. She now has 11 points. You see the play, you see the flare. Bass couldn't get over top of it, and Bannerman knocked down 3.
You know, we just talked about them playing 14 games. So you've got to think there's the benefit of they know each other, have been playing, and now they're just really starting to get together, and they're starting to gel. It's up to Loyola to put a stop to it.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to head out to a break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN. I can't.
We do not compete against one another. We compete against time. Against an opponent that's remorseless. Not for glory or gold, but because our patients, their families, our communities need more than technology. They need for us to care, fiercely, deeply, bravely.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By bringing the products you need right here.
You're here.
Yes, I am. Sign here.
Or here. Can you put it there?
Sure.
Here. Or here. Or even here.
And we won't just leave it over there.
And how do we do all this?
With all of these.
It's your weekly trip. It's our everyday low price. It's one of 37 things on your list and one of 10,000 items we've marked down. It's feeding them balanced meals and helping you balance your budget. At Wise Markets, we know you keep a close eye on every price. And so do we. Our low price promise helps you save throughout the store without waiting for a sale. So that you can eat better, we help you spend less. That's Wise.
What happens when Pat and Zay run the store?
Hi, this is Pizza Boys. How may I help you today? 3 large cheese pizzas. Hey, come on, 3 large cheese pizzas, bro. All right, that'll be it.
Download our app for exclusive offers.
And welcome back to Baltimore, the Battle of Baltimore City, and it has been raining threes, Taleah Dixon, for the Bears. My goodness, they've been hot from the outside, and they have an 11-point lead.
And James only shooting 20% from 3 on the year, but I don't know if that number is reflective of how well she can shoot in general. She has been doing a great job since her number has been called today, and she's knocking them down.
Season high 2 trays. She is cooking here in Baltimore. They already have 5 threes made for the Bears. Their season high is 10, so watch out. They can hit it from beyond deep. We were talking about Loyola still grinding it in the paint, and Tarian makes it the bunny.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Shaughnessy to find Tarian.
And looking for a foul. Bannerman doesn't get it. We ought to mention Olivia Shaughnessy with the ball right now, the freshman. 1 of 3 that's in. And Amandine Amarich, double-A with a triple.
And Shaughnessy comes right in, makes 2 great passes. And Coach O'Bania talked about her being able to play with great players. She has found 2 of the best players on their team. The first one to Tarian, the second one to Amarich to knock down that 3 in transition. You see it here again. Just a great job by Shaughnessy to find Amarich, and Amarich to get to her spot, to take her time and recognize she was open to knock down that 3 to cut this lead down to 6.
All right, a good one here. We just mentioned they were down by 11, and the Greyhounds crawling back, now down 6, still with 6 to go before halftime. You and I were talking about what that last time out, Coach O'Banion, what adjustments was she going to make? They were down 11. Well, I think she made the right ones. But
definitely.
You've got to stop that perimeter shooting from the Bears. And still, 19 points off turnovers. That had to stop. And the Bears, the Greyhounds still pounding the paint with Tarian. They have been successful there.
Yeah, we talked about Coach O'Banion wanting to maintain their speed limit, play faster but keep the speed limit low for the Bears. And the Bears been able to get up in transition, knock down some 3s, and now the Greyhounds are returning the favor on their end. They're playing at their speed, their game that they want to play, getting down low to Tarian and then making some outside passes to knock down those 3s, which Amarich just did.
It's all about conversion, right, Taleah? It's all about made baskets and
defense.
Right, of course. As Coach O'Banion reminded us, they are built on defense. They want to stack stops.
No, the Greyhounds, they've been playing down a couple games, the last 2 that they won. They like being in this position, Jamie, I guess.
Right? Yeah, we did talk about the last 2 games have been back-to-back comeback wins in the second half. So you don't want to be doing that for the whole season, though, Taleah. That'll give the coach something to worry about anyway. And there's another turnover. It's Garcia, Tarian, Shaughnessy, and 2 freshmen on the floor for the Greyhounds. Big Wit, number 55. Shaughnessy with the drive to the basket. And they're going to say that's off of her. I thought that was a poke from behind.
I did too, yeah.
And love that they're going to get together. Nina Norman comes over, talks to Darwin Thompson, and the call is corrected. I mean, you'd love to see that.
You did say that you wanted to see that she made the right call earlier.
We always talk to the referees before the game, and we love to shout out when they get it right, and that Nina Norman got it right there. Thank you. Thank you for your service, obviously. Amarich to Tarian. And Amarich one more time from deep. She's feeling it. Amarich with her 3rd 3.
We talked about with Hicks being out, someone else is going to have to heat up, and Amarich is doing just that today with 9 points.
I just saw Amarish caught her eyes looking at the scoreboard. She certainly is aware. Another matchup zone. Tiana James, no fear, off the back rim that time. Again, Greyhounds are getting out on those shooters.
Yeah, it looks like they're switching everything. They're in a man, but they're getting out on everybody.
Here's Garcia's tied up. Amarish trying to get the ball into Whitney, but nice play by Woodson. Bannerman draws the foul there. And boy, she does that well.
Yeah, and she just blew past everybody. She got the ball and zoomed downhill.
So should we give her a speeding ticket for that?
Maybe,
because, you talked about pacing, and this is exactly what Loyola's trying to slow down. But Bannerman's speed is just so great. Blew by everyone.
Yeah, great job by Bannerman.
Season high 6 made threes for Jayla. Let's see how many she has so far. And it's 3. So she's halfway there to her season high. And it's good from the free throw line, 66%. And converts that one. Speaking of the free throw line, 3 of 5 for the Bears and just 1 of 2. The Greyhounds not getting to the line.
Yeah, I think it's credit to the Bears. They're doing a great job down low, not fouling, just walling up and making it difficult for both Tarian and Sims down low.
Shaughnessy gets open once more on the box to Sims, and count it! Coy cashes in, and 1.
The simple pump fake, Jamie, like you said. No, Woodson hounding her. Sims pounding it in. You see it there in the replay. There's the pump fake. Gets the defender to fly right on top of her, and she makes the layup. Great job by Sims, and you see the reaction.
Nobody works harder under the basket than Coy Sims. I mean, she is just the most powerful. And nice rebound by Garcia, but she couldn't put it back in. Garcia's upset with herself.
Sometimes it's guards. You got to learn to just pull it out. You wanted it, you got the rebound, pull it out and reset to get a better shot.
That's a good look at Cristina Garcia, the 5'9" guard from Spain, trying to replace last year's Lau Salmarone, who was fantastic at the point. Here's Tiana James once more. She'll give it up to Gabrielle Johnson. And Coach Dumond saying, run it, run the offense. In her first year, head coach Nadine Dumond, we talked about her pedigree, and we'll talk about it. Played at Iowa for C. Vivian Stringer, as Johnson with the jumper goes off the back rim. But Coach Dumond then went to coach under C. Vivian Stringer at Rutgers after she left Iowa. So can only imagine what a great hire that is for the Bears.
Yeah. She was a great player and a great coach, 2 back-to-back championships.
Right,
at Virginia State University in the CIAA.
Yep, and the 19th pick in the WNBA draft after college. There's a kick ball by Garcia. Was inducted, by the way, to the Connecticut Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in 2022. And I was hoping to get an opportunity to ask her about that. She's from Connecticut, played at Bridgeport High School, and she won a state championship with her sister.
Wow.
Did you play with your sister?
I did not. We were 4 years apart, so we weren't able to play with each other.
I think her sister might be here cheering her on from right behind the bench, but how cool is that? Yeah, listen, time's up for Tiana James. Got to get out on her. She's going to make you pay, and she does. A 4-point lead for the Bears. And Lex looking for the foul, but doesn't get it. And Nina Norman calling the backcourt call there, so it'll be a turnover, another one for the Greyhounds. Things heating up here.
Yeah, James just did a great job. Another made basket by her, and then getting the tip defensively to get another turnover and get the ball back in their hands.
Let's see. Here's Maijah Hayes stellar point guard. They've got a really good starting five. Here's James. They go a little bit deep on the bench as far as the minutes that they're getting. But it is a, look at that spin move. Gotta love it. You could hear the crowd.
Yeah.
But sometimes with some of those histrionics, you know, turnover.
Yeah. That extra step there. The spin was good, but it was the extra step.
Great camera work by our crew. Fantastic slow-mo. I could watch Jayla Bannerman all day long. What a pleasure. Here's Shaughnessy, the freshman. He's getting a lot of minutes here, Taleah.
Yeah. I mean, the Greyhounds are trying to find their floor general.
And Bass, unaware of that back foot, steps on the sideline. Turnover.
12 turnovers for the Greyhounds. They talked about conversion, but ball security. They have to be able to take care of the ball.
Another talking point for Coach O'Banion when we spoke with her, ball security. You know, coming into the game, Greyhounds averaging 51.9. Beautiful little floater by Hayes trying to rebound from the floor. And the Bears are averaging, there's the noodle, Amarish. Wow, just great defense by the Bears. Just got to tip your cap.
And they're doing a great job on Tarian. She's not able to finish, but she thinks she's getting hit down there, but they're not calling it. You got to play through contact. You got to be able to go up and finish. You see Amarich tried to get that lay in there. She usually make those. And a great rebound by Sims, a great pass to Tarian, but they could not convert those offensive boards. They have 11.
Amarich will take a seat. I believe she has 2 fouls. Coach O'Banion want to keep her out of foul trouble as she is shooting well from deep. Anyway, Morgan State averaging 49 per game, Loyola 51. Trying to get that out in between all the action, so wouldn't be surprised if we have a close game here today. Bannerman, nice defense there by Kaylee Callett, not giving up a foul.
Yeah, both teams trying to plead their cases on the fouls, but the refs are letting them play, and I like it.
Agreed. Sims to Bass. Pull up Jay for Sydney. Off the back iron. Comes Tiana James. Oh, that's a wide open shot. And just a little heavy and upset with herself is Hayes. She knew she had that one.
Coach O'Banion wanting this team to slow down a little bit. They got the rebound. She said walk. She's yelling at her freshmen to just relax a little bit.
And there's some more good defense from the Bears.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of these offensive calls lately. I'm not sure exactly what the rule is anymore, Jamie. It used to be the restricted area. But you see Sims, she doesn't really duck her shoulder. A good job by Johnson to sell that there. But I don't like the call, Jamie. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of the offensive foul calls anymore. I'm not sure what a charge is.
It's like, what is a catch in the NFL? I hear
exactly.
You're right on. Johnson through the lane and
acrobatic shot there. Almost went in.
That's the word I was looking for. The split leg acrobatic shot. Here's Garcia getting bodied up. 45 seconds and the foul called. You know, I asked Coach O'Banion about their physicality and how she thought in the last 3 games, because it was a talking point 3 games ago, and she said, we're trending in the right direction. So do you sort of take that as they need to be more physical?
Yeah, you know, I think that perfect example there. You see Bogan's pushing up on Garcia there, and Garcia, I think earlier in this season, she would have retaliated. She would have pushed off there, but she was able to keep her composure and be able to stay with the play and get to the final play call and draw the foul there on Bogans.
And Garcia, just a 55% free throw shooter, makes that one. Season high 9 points against Delaware. Season high 36 minutes against UMBC. There's head coach Danielle O'Banion in her 5th year here at Loyola. A 2001 graduate from Boston College University.
The Greyhounds showing their press.
And there it is. Bass with the steal. Sydney Bass gives it up to Tarian. Still plenty of time.
They got the mismatch
Coach
down
in here
there,
like,
yeah.
All right, we'll see what the set is here. You got Sims dropping low, setting a screen for Callette. And Tarian, you know she wants to get to work, and does. And Bass. Lex has missed a bunch of bunnies in there, just a little bit off. And another missed layup, this time a foul is called on Nash, and I think I agree with that. Kaylin Nash. Well, I was asking for some more physicality. I got it, right? So,
well, great job there by Hayes attacking the basket, and then Nash getting down low to get an extra possession with 0.8 left on the clock.
All right, that'll do it. Our halftime score. The Bears still with the lead, 29-26 over the Greyhounds. Your thoughts?
No, they were able to fight back a little bit. They were down by 11 at one point. They got momentum back in the direction, but they have to keep it there.
And now it's just 3 points. Stay with us when we come back. We'll have second half action. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN.
Holy Cross won its second straight title and 13th in program history with a thrilling 61-55 championship win over Boston U last March. Several seniors led the way for the Crusaders, and with their graduation, the door for the 2025 championship could be open for many in the league. Hi, Jimmy Johnson here in the Patriot League studio. Last season saw quite the competition in women's basketball, with only one game separating second place through 8th place. Take my word for it, the league office was very busy with tiebreakers last March, and now the preseason poll suggests we might be very busy once again with tiebreakers. Loyola earned the top spot in the preseason coaches poll with 148 points and 10 first place votes. Colgate landed in second place with 120 points and 5 first place votes, and Lehigh, Army, Boston U, Holy Cross, and Navy were all separated by just 8 points in the poll. Lex Tarian was a Patriot League first-team forward a year ago, and she was selected as the preseason player of the year. The senior has averaged a double-double in each of her 3 seasons in Baltimore, and she boosted her scoring average to a career-best 15.7 points per game. She also averaged 10.7 boards per game, dished out 58 assists, and recorded 45 steals. She shot a league-best 55.4% from the floor. The Patriot League Defensive Player of the Year is Bucknell's Ashley Sulfalcanic. The sophomore forward averaged 12.5 points and 6.3 rebounds per game as a freshman. She ranks second in the league in blocks with 60. Both major award winners landed on the preseason All-League team. They are joined by Navy sophomore Zanai Barnett-Gay, who ranks second in the league with 18.2 points per game and won the Rookie of the Year award. Boston News' Alex Gianaros and Colgate's Taylor Golumbieski also earned spots on the All-League team. For more on Patriot League women's basketball, log on to patriotleague.com. And to watch live games all season long, download the ESPN app or log on to patriotleague.tv. Colgate's dominance in the Patriot League continued last March as the Raiders cruised to a 4th straight championship and 5th in 6 seasons with a decisive 74-55 title game win over Lehigh. Hi, I'm Jimmy Johnson in the Patriot League studio. Colgate's 7th Patriot League title came after the Raiders went 16-2 during conference play. They're now 60-6 in league play over the last 4 seasons, and the preseason poll has them picked once again to win it all. Colgate earns the top spot with 156 points and 14 first-place votes. American, which went 10-8 last season, isn't far behind with 144 points and 4 first-place votes. Boston U, Bucknell, and Lehigh round out the top 5. Matt Rogers was the Eagles' leading scorer from a year ago, and he gets the nod as the Patriot League preseason player of the year. The senior forward ranked 3rd in the league with 16.3 points per game, and he was 4th in shooting, making 50.1% of his shots from the field. That included 49 three-pointers. Holy Cross's Caleb Kenny, who is the reigning defensive player of the year, earns the same honor in the preseason. He led the league with 71 blocks and was 3rd in rebounding with 6.5 boards per game. Kenny also led the league in shooting, making 57.6% of his attempts from the floor. Rogers is one of 5 players named to the preseason All-League team. He's joined by Boston U's Miles Brewster, Bucknell's Noah Williamson, Lehigh's Tyler Whitney Sidney, and Navy's Austin Benini, who ranks 2nd in the league in scoring with 17 points per game and 4th in assists with 3.8 per game. For more on Patriot League men's basketball, log on to patriotleague.com, and to watch all the live games throughout the season, download the ESPN app or log on to patriotleague.tv.
Is going. And then James got hot in the second half for the Bears. So I think it's time for the Greyhounds to find someone who they can go to. Amarich got hot. Sims, she's been doing great. 8 points, 7 rebounds. And then Tarian just 4 points, 5 rebounds. She's going to have to step up huge for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, and there we see Amarich. She's 3 of 4 from triple. And she has been a huge part of the Greyhound offense. And you mentioned Bannerman. She's 3 of 6 from downtown. So Tiana James also getting hot. 2 of 2 from three-point land. But
and just 1 missed field goal by James. She came in, her name was called. She was hot.
And fuego, as we like to say. But the Greyhounds have also been pretty good in the paint. Right there, Coy Sims, you mentioned 8 points. And Tarian, they've done a nice job on her. Lex a little bit off in and around the rim, but that could change in this second half.
Yeah, but the Greyhounds are going to have to try to convert more baskets. 11 offensive rebounds, but not many second chance points. They're going to have to find a way to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, Calette 1 for 2. And here's Tiana James. Look at that bank. My goodness, called it.
And that's when it all started for James. That bank kept her hot.
Oh, my goodness. Tiana James. She is tiny, but that is a very large spirit inside number 14, Tiana James. What a first half for her and the Morgan State Bears as they lead by 3. All right, when we come back, we will have second half action. Stay with us. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN.
Followed by the women's basketball team taking on Colgate at 12:30 p.m. Information about tickets and quizzing events will be announced in the coming weeks.
So, are they winning the middle third? How would you answer that? You look at, I mean, is it simple? Welcome back to Charm City. That's right, we're in Baltimore here at Loyola University on a Sunday, just before the holidays. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Jamie Watson alongside Taleah Dixon. Taleah, we were talking a little bit about Morgan State in the MEAC, and we know Loyola on the 31st, Patriot League play is here. It's the second season in conference. What are your thoughts about who are the strongest teams in the MEAC and how you think Morgan State fares?
You know, it's usually Norfolk State and Howard, but Morgan competes really well in the MEAC. Usually.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I know it changes, and the transfer portal, we've been over this. I mean, from one season to the next, you kind of never know. As we look at Jayla Bannerman, who's, is she leading point scorer so far? Yep, 12 points for Jayla. What do you think has to happen here in this second half from Loyola's side?
No, I think they're going to have to get more paint points. They are winning the paint, but they also have to defend the outside threes against Morgan.
Copy that.
Morgan's shooting very well from outside. They found the hot hand, and the Greyhounds are going to have to do the same.
Loyola with 12 paint points, just 4 for Morgan State. So look for the Hounds to keep pounding it in what Coach calls the middle third, which is in that paint area on offense. So Coach can check that. They are actually winning the paint points battle. But down 3 to start this second half. Good look at Coach Nadine DeMond right there on the far side. Oh, and that time Tarian gets called for a foul there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, I guess it's hard. When your arm is perpendicular to the ground,
they automatically call it,
yeah,
no matter what.
Kind of, yeah, as Maya Woodson goes to the line, and for Lex Tarian, just her first foul. Boy, that looked like a clean get there, but Maya Woodson, the 6'2" forward she's a junior from Columbia, Maryland. Went to Hammond High School in Howard County.
Yeah, a lot of hometown kids playing in Reese Arena today.
She had a team high 16 rebounds, not once, but twice, Taleah. Maya Woodson can rebound.
There's no surprise why she leads this team in rebounds, too.
All right. Garcia triggers the offense for the Greyhounds. Looking to cut into this 4-point lead of the Bears. And the lefty lay-in by Garcia.
Yeah, smart play. You know, the Greyhounds run that play all the time. That's strong, trying to get in that post paint to find some dominance in the post. But they start to overplay it, and Garcia had the left-handed layup.
Yeah, she is really good with her left hand, and sometimes it just catches opponents off guard. And there's Bannerman with sidestep to the left, 3-point attempt off the side rim. Perhaps halftime cooling her down a little bit. Loyola certainly hopes. And that was a bad pass in the paint. Yeah, Nina Norman, yeah, they're looking at each other. They call the block on Amarish.
Yeah, you see that, but why was that one a block? You know, she stood there, she held herself in the paint. She was there way before Bannerman, you know. Maybe that left hip there poked out a little bit.
I was going to say the left foot came up off the ground just at the moment of impact, and so I don't know the actual definition, but I believe 2 feet have to be on the ground to draw that. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, it used to be that restricted area, and then they took that away, and then yeah, I'm just not sure anymore, Jamie. I tried to look it up, and I watched some games. I've done my research. I watched the best 2, Rebecca Lobo and Ryan. I try to figure it out, but I can't quite either.
That was a good close-up look of first-year head coach Nadine DeMond coming into this one at 1-13 overall. But like we said, they've played some really tough competition on the road at LSU, UVA, you name it. The Greyhounds went to Maryland, by the way, in the top 10 right now. Here's Callett. Slowing things down a little bit, Taleah.
And the Greyhounds got to find some movement. It seems like the Bears have gone to a matchup zone here.
And Gabby Benton with the floater, you bet, Gabby!
And that's what you have to do in the zone. You know, don't rely on outside shots. Attack the gaps, try to get downhill, and the floater there by Benton was a great job.
Just a sophomore, Gabby. From deep, Bannerman, one more time, off the bank.
Is the bank open today,
It's
Jamie?
Sunday, but yes, indeed.
You know what? M&T Bank is open. The Ravens play tonight.
That's right. Double entendre. I love it. The bank open for sure. Bannerman with her 4th triple. And a 4-point lead for the Morgan State Bears. West Cold Spring Lane, is that them? West, we're east?
No, we're west.
We're
They're
west.
east.
Okay, just checking. Both schools located on Cold Spring Lane, and a lovely, another lefty lay-in by Garcia.
It was a great job by Terry, and she just got in the way of Johnson to free Garcia for that lefty layup.
Garcia now on the board with 5 points. Christina Garcia, season high 9 points we mentioned. She is closing in on that. Here's Bannerman. And Coach Dumond asking for a timeout and gets it. It's 34-32. The Greyhounds are creeping closer to
Yeah, they are. They're fighting their way back into this game.
All right. It's an immediate timeout on the floor, so that means we're going to take a timeout. Stay with us when we come back. Third quarter action continues. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN. And welcome back to Baltimore, where you're wondering, are the banks open in Baltimore on a Sunday afternoon? Jayla Bannerman says, boo, you bet they are. Man, and of course, the Ravens play tonight. The M&T Bank is also open Sunday night. Huge game. Lots of good vibes here in the city of Baltimore.
Yeah, you know, we got the Battle of Cold Spring right here today.
Another deep ball, and oh, didn't miss by much. Bannerman just off the inside back rim as the shot clock expired. Greyhounds down just 2. We talked about these second half comebacks, just waiting for this one to begin. Garcia over to Callette. And Woodson just absolutely, I don't know about that call.
Yeah, me either. You know, she's being physical with Terrian, and Terrian did extend that arm.
Yeah.
And you heard Woodson. She was shocked by the call as well.
But physicality is certainly happening here in the paint. And boy, they've got double teams on Tarian on the inbounds play. The Bears have been extremely successful in shutting down Tarian with just 4 points. Garcia from deep off the front rim. Taleah, just 4 points for Lex Tarian.
You know, that's not like her at all. I think she's looking for some contact and some fouls being called, but she has to play through it. And
You're right.
She's going to be the difference maker in this game, I think. You know, they're down by 2. When is she going to be able to step up?
Myjai Hayes kicks it out to Bannerman once more, and once another great rebound by Nash, and she gets fouled on the way up, but gotta credit the Bears. I mean, she just came charging in and ripped that rebound away.
Yeah, I know, it kind of looked like Sims there, but just the opposite way. A great job by Nash to get that rebound and the foul on Tarian.
2 shots for Taleah Nash.
Nash averaging 5.4 this year. She has only played in 7 games, started 4, a 66% free throw shooter, season high 13 points at Toledo. But this Morgan State team are really starting to come together. And Tarian turns it over. Bannerman not shy at all, takes another 3, count it!
The Bears put that press on, got another turnover, and that's how many points off for turnovers now, Jamie, for them? And another one.
And another one. Taleah just trying to look up a stat, and before you know it, there's another
the
turnover.
ball's going the opposite way.
Right? Bannerman now 4 3-pointers. And 19 points. We talked about Bannerman having 32 as her season high. Woo, she's hot today.
Yeah, she's chasing it down. You know, there's still 5 minutes and a half left to go in this quarter, and then another 10 minutes left.
Hey, you got to break the press. They've given up 2 turnovers the last 2 times, and Shaughnessy comes in, who a solid ball handler for Coach O'Banion. And Betten pulls it down in the middle of the court. There's Liv Shaughnessy.
Smart by the freshman to pull it out and call the play.
5'7" guard from Freehold, New Jersey. And that foul goes against Tarian as she, you know, it's getting physical, but pushing from behind as Nash goes down and Tarian gets another foul called. I believe that's her 2nd.
Well, it's her 3rd there. She got the 2nd one called on that last play there, down there.
3rd.
Yep, you know, she's getting frustrated. The ball's not really rolling her way, and then they're being really physical with her, and she's retaliating, and the 2nd one always gets called for it.
Yep, and Greyhounds with their own bit of a press. And again, the Greyhounds without Kimmy Hicks, now Tarian on the bench. Morgan State finding a way to eradicate the strengths of the Greyhounds.
Yeah, you know, Coach O'Banion, we talked to her about maximizing her depth. Like, she wants to do it. She wants to get everyone in, but not at the strength of fouls.
That's a good point. Morgan State, 21 points off of turnovers. The Loyola Greyhounds 1. That is a staggering stat.
17 turnovers for the Greyhounds and just 7 for Morgan.
Ball security an issue for the Greyhounds. But one thing they do have, Taleah, the Greyhounds, is grit. We talked about the comeback wins in the last 2 games. They are not ever going to quit. Sims with the ball. And some of that physicality. That time Tiana James called for the foul on Olivia Shaughnessy. And it is a media timeout, which means we're going to take a timeout. Stay with us when we come back. More action in the 3rd quarter here. Morgan State leads 39-32. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN. Welcome back to Baltimore. It's Reitz Arena here on the campus of Loyola University. Jamie Watson alongside Taleah Dixon. Liv Shaughnessy will trigger in from the baseline for the Greyhounds. Garcia turning to her left, draws the foul that time from Nash.
And I like the aggression from Garcia. She's actually off the point right now with Shaughnessy in, so it allows her to play in that guard position that she's most comfortable in, that she hasn't really been able to play all season. But going to her left, which she's shown that she's loved, and was able to get the foul call to get to the free throw line.
One point closer, 39-33, as there's a good shot of Tarian over there, who certainly has been frustrated. Cans them both for Garcia. Love to see your point guard making those free throws. Bringing it up is Michaela Bogans, the 5'6" sophomore guard from Augusta, Georgia. Over to Hayes, dribbles into the paint. Back out to James with a little three. What a good release she has, but that time short. She has cooled off a little bit since that first half.
It's just a pretty shot, a beautiful release.
It really is. Shaughnessy doing the job, handling the ball. Sims in the paint, and that time the left hand couldn't get it to go. Good hands by Bass. Now it goes. Coy Sims cashes in for Loyola.
The freshman working hard. Shaughnessy and Bass, and then able to get Sims that extra possession.
Coach O'Banion waving her arms, trying to get her team to stack some stops defensively. And that is going to be a foul on Garcia. Did not work her way enough around that screen.
You see the replay by Sims. She missed that one beautiful play, which would have been beautiful, but then the aggression by Bass, getting her hand in there and getting it right back to Sims.
She comes back and gets it though, doesn't she? Just as we on the heels of, they don't quit, they don't stop. They're going to keep grinding. And Nash with a free throw, and it's good. Beautiful rotation on that. A 66% free throw shooter. Also a team leading 4 blocks. She cans both free throws, where Morgan State has been pretty darn good, 9 of 15. And finally breaking the press. Sydney Bass from deep. Boy, good rotation, but off the back rim.
She's one of the very few people they allow to shoot transition threes.
You can see why.
Yeah.
Finishing my sandwiches again. Bogans on the far side. Season high 11 points for Bogans at UMBC. Having some trouble in the paint. And Garcia, man, I tell you, nice steal by Morgan State. Beautiful little J from Nash. It's a 43-36 lead. And they're just trying to pester, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're being physical, and the foul on James there.
So Morgan is definitely controlling the pace of this game. Seems like the faster the Greyhounds play, the better it is for the Bears.
And, you know, frankly, a full court press, it unnerves you. It makes you sort of play fast. It doesn't have to.
The Greyhounds are trying to dribble through it, but they have to pass it through it. Find the middle person. The Greyhounds have actually are pretty small here. Got Bass playing the 4.
Garcia swinging from the ropes there a little bit. It looked like myself in high school. You gotta do your job and get some quality assists there.
Yeah.
Timeout from the Greyhounds.
Notice things aren't going their way. The turnover there, they can't seem to break the press right now. I think it was a great call to call this timeout, settle them down. You don't have the players that you're used to having in this game. You got 2 freshmen in.
And it's only 7 points. It's not,
right.
You know, but it gives us an opportunity to say that the next home game for Loyola will be on the 31st against American. Come back, it's the start of Patriot League play. And for the Morgan State Bears, no surprise, they are just out of my reach here. My printer just cut it off, so I will get that for you before too long. But they're 2 road losses, Davidson and at LSU. But boy, I tell you, they're not letting that bother them. They are playing well. And Taleah's going to find out where they are next.
I got you, Jamie. We're a team here. Their next game is against Towson.
Okay.
So
I did
another Baltimore battle.
That's right. I did think it was local, and that's December 30th, okay? For all the Morgan State fans out there, they probably already know. And Callette's going to be called for the foul. So it's a little, getting physical, some ticky-tack fouls here.
It's getting a little too handsies for the refs. And Tarian comes back in with those 3 fouls. It's risky.
7 made threes for the Bears. There's a big plus for them as Myjah Hayes goes to the line. The 5'4" senior from Philadelphia, played at Virginia State University, transferred in, leads the team in assists, steals, free throw percentage. I mean, point guard? Hello.
Yeah. The floor general. She started every game but one this season. She played under Coach Damon at Virginia State University, so she already knows what to expect from her point guard. Great job by Colette to help break that press there, get it in, and set up the play.
Man-to-man. Gabby Benton from the corner pocket, just off the back rim, and my goodness, Nash skied high for that one, the 5'11" forward. Wow.
Another foul on Tarian. I want to see her play a little smarter. I know she's frustrated, but that foul call was obviously Nash got the rebound. Just get right back on defense and see the replay. She doesn't think it was a foul, but she tripped her. Not necessarily a foul, but sometimes you just have to get back. You didn't have to stay up there any longer.
Coach O'Banion had a few words with our official Darwin Thompson, looking up at him like, really? Come on now. Let's not take our #1 scorer out of the game here. And I agree with you, Tarian needs to play smarter. She's a graduate. It's her 5th year. She knows she needs to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Good job by Special K, once again, to bring the ball up without turning it over. Here's Benton. Here comes the double team on Coy Sims, and boy, she says, let's go, let's go.
She's who they're going to have to find. It's a lot of young faces on this floor for the Greyhounds right now. Shaughnessy, Bass, Benton hasn't played much her freshman year. She's coming in and getting a lot of minutes. Colette, she's coming off an injury. She's pretty much their floor general on the floor right now, so it's going to have to go to Sims.
That's a good point, Taleah, and that just off the front rim. For #1, just checked in, Dakota Alston. And a double dribble called on Liv Shaughnessy. It's an unfortunate turnover there as they continue to mount for the Greyhounds, Taleah.
Yeah, they got the stop, and then they turned it right back over. 20 turnovers for the Greyhounds, just entirely too many when you're down 9.
Right, and just 8 for the Bears. Boy, they are taking care of the basketball. And now they're going to use some clock as they are up by 9. And a charge this time on Alston. Good defense by the Greyhounds. Turnover. Just the 9th.
So now turnover, again, conversion. We talked about it a lot this game as Coach O'Banion did in our coach's call. They have to find a way to get a score here after getting the stop.
Yeah, is that her first career bucket?
That is,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Hey, congratulations, Liv. Shaughnessy on the board, her first 2 points.
It's a great job by Sims, too. Setting that pick, she had someone on her back, and she told her, go, go, go.
That's
Make
right.
the layup.
Yep. I should say made basket. She went to the free throw line and made one, so First made basket for Liv Shaughnessy. Nice catch there by Nash. Bogans.
It's coming our way, Jamie.
Oh, man, it went over us. Bogans, the quarterback, I tell you, put her on the field. But unfortunately, another turnover for, that's Coach DeMond. He's got a little smile over there.
You see the replay with Sims with that screen, and Shaughnessy with her first career basket. Well, field goal, sorry.
No, I gotcha. Garcia, 15 seconds. See if they can get a good quality shot. This time Bogans is going to get the foul called on physicality. And, you know, Coach O'Banion talking to those officials, sometimes I do think it makes a difference.
I would agree with you. You got to bait them a little bit. Get them to open their eyes, see something they might not see.
And at this point, you have to think that slowing this pace down of some free throws really benefits the Greyhounds.
It definitely does. You know, the press has kind of shaken them up a little bit by the Bears. So, but they've been able to break it the last few possessions and get some things going their way.
Good job by Garcia, who Coach talks about player development. Well, that's an area she has developed at the free throw line. She's done much better. We haven't seen it too much, but Sims and Tarian coming away from the basket. All right, final 10 seconds. Oh, what a nice crossover by Hayes. Bannerman one more time. Boy, that looks good, and count it! Bannerman, booyah! Morgan State takes a 50-42 lead, and Jayla, she's feeling good.
She's made 6 of them now, Damien. She's shooting 50% from outside. Just a great job. Again, the floor general, finding her shooter, kick out, knock down 3 with the clock ticking down, Jamie.
Bannerman ties her season high with 6 triples. When we come back, fourth quarter action, you're watching the Patriot League on ESPN. Stay with us.
For nearly 4 decades, the Patriot League has delivered high academic and athletic achievements in the NCAA while paving a bright future for its student athletes. We are today's scholar athletes. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are the Patriot League.
At PenFed Credit Union, we help our members make the most of their personal finances so they can make the most of their dreams.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
The Patriot League on ESPN is on Instagram. Championship moments, amazing highlights, behind-the-scenes coverage, and features on the best and brightest student athletes in the NCAA. Follow us at Patriot League today.
Being ready?
Like, really ready?
It takes work.
It takes work. Discoveries take time.
Rough drafts are rough. And drills, they drill you.
But no matter the field,
Greyhounds never stop. Always going the distance. Together.
we're not just ready. We're Loyola ready.
Introducing Sports Center for you, personalized every single day. Now available on the ESPN app. Powered by your favorites. Introducing Verts. Swipe for news and highlights. Now available on the ESPN app.
For more than 150 years, Morgan State University has positioned its graduates to grow the future and lead the world. Morgan students receive a world-class education, engage in meaningful research, and uplift their communities. Over 126 programs conveniently available online or on Morgan's beautiful campus. Designated the national treasure, there's something for everyone. Pursue your purpose. Progress in your passions. Achieve the promise of career fulfillment. Your Morgan experience awaits. Choose Morgan.
Hey, welcome back to the Baltimore City. Who's going to win the Battle of Baltimore City? And that's the Morgan State bench. And right now they're winning it 50-42, but still 10 minutes to go, Taleah, and the Greyhounds, you've talked about fourth quarter comebacks before.
Yeah, they came back against Towson, forcing that into overtime, and then again, UMBC, they were down 9 in the fourth quarter, came back, completely switched the momentum, and was able to get that win. So we'll see. Hopefully they can pull this one out and get their first home win right before conference play.
And they're going to do it with 2 freshmen, Bass to trigger into Shaughnessy, Garcia, Coy Sims, and Double A back on the floor finally with 3 fouls. Amarish, she was hot early. It's a lovely play. Heck of a block. It's a 10-on-10 battle, and Sims wins that one.
I'm loving this matchup, Jamie. We talked about matchups in the beginning of the game. I'm like, oh, I don't really know. I'm not sure, but I think we found it. 10 versus 10, Nash against Sims.
And it has been fun to watch without question. All over the floor, some really good matchups. Here's Woodson against Sims. Maya Woodson, 6'2" guard out of Columbia, Maryland.
And there it goes. You see Amarich, she's battling down there with Nash. And then Sims came down to help.
Nash wanted a foul on Sims there, but doesn't get it.
I don't think so, yeah. Great call by the refs.
Again, more chit-chat from Coach O'Banion, I think. You know, like, come on now.
Yeah, let them girls play. They've been playing the whole game.
They were, really, early on. All right, so they cut the lead to 6. Garcia, they have an opportunity to put more points on the board here. Garcia against Bogans.
They're trying to find Sims down there. She's battling.
And Amarish into the paint. Liv Shaughnessy, bingo! How about it? Liv with her first, did they give her 3?
I think so. I think they did give her 3.
And here comes the comeback, starting with the freshman, Olivia Shaughnessy. Her first ball from deep. Let's watch it again.
A great job by Amarish, getting downhill, a great move, not forcing it. She sees the help. And then a kick out by Nash. You see her toe.
Was it good?
I think it's good.
I think it's good.
The ref came around to check, and she got it.
Yeah,
great job.
They're looking at it right now, but from what we could see, we think it's a 3 as well. And we'll head out to a break. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN.
You're good.
Welcome back to Reitz Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. We've got a good one here with Taleah Dixon alongside myself, Jamie Watson. Fourth quarter action, 3 points.
And freshman stepping up big for the Greyhounds. We'll see how Morgan will be able to counter that. All the momentum is in the Greyhounds' hands right now.
Bogans, watch out. It's Tiana James in the corner. Dagger!
There's the answer.
Tiana James. Won't forget her name anytime soon. Ama Rich also from 3. Gets her own rebound. She can hit them from deep and one, but the basket doesn't go. Great job by Amarish.
Yeah, great job staying with it, following her shot. It seemed that she had a lane to get right back to the free throw line.
Tiana James now a perfect 3 of 3 from three-point land. And now 28 points off of turnovers for the Bears. Loyola just 7. That's a big stat. Amarish misses the first one. She's a 78% free throw shooter, so a little surprise there.
She hasn't gotten there often this season. She misses both.
Not ideal as the Greyhounds down 6, trying to creep back into this one. Nash hands it off to Tiana James. Bannerman leading all scorers. And there is a travel by Bannerman. Nice job by Bass defensively. They haven't turned the ball over much, Taleah, but it sure will help a comeback if they do.
Will.
I mean, we should talk about, you know, they've only won 1 game, and it was a long time ago against Washington Adventist, and, you know, they need to learn how to win, so this will be really important for the Bears.
Yeah, it seems to me like this is like the most tangible win for the Bears.
Yep.
They've played a lot of tough teams, so coming back here in Baltimore and seeing a team that's also not playing the greatest either.
Double A for 3, count it! Tarian leaps with joy on the bench. I'm telling you, we've been waiting for Amandine to get going this season, and really big game for her today.
Yeah, and it was in due time, especially with Hicks out. You got your leading scorer for the year in foul trouble right now. It was time for her to step up and get some points on the board, and she's doing that.
All 4 of her baskets are triples. Bogans for 3. She answers for the Bears.
They have had an answer every single time. It seems the Greyhounds are trying to creep back in to tie this game.
Bogans and James, role players. Well, maybe they're not even role players. They are hitting it from 3 as well as Bannerman. Garcia driving to the left, looking for Amarish, who goes up. And is that Alston?
Bannerman.
It's Bannerman went down. I think her head might have hit the court, so we got to take care and make sure she's all right.
Try to go up for that rebound and fell hard there. You see the replay of Amarich's 3. She's actually tied for her career high in 3s with 4 today.
Good call. As we watch Bogans answer. First, Tiana James answers, then Bogans answers. This team 1-13 coming into this one, looking for win number 2.
And the Greyhounds looking to extend their winning streak and win the battle of Baltimore here. This is the championship.
This would be 3 in a row, 3 wins in a row for the Greyhounds if they can. And another deep ball by Bogans, but it's off the rim. Sims with the rebound. Here comes Bass. Down this right flank. Amarich on the post. Got a good matchup there against Bogans. And she just can't make some of those horse-type shots. Some degree of difficulty there.
Yeah, you don't see her down there in the paint posted up much. So kind of a comfortable position for her.
Johnson over to Hayes, looking for that shot clock to go down. Tiana James, 3, 2. And there's a shot clock violation. Bogan's trying to draw a foul, but doesn't. Good defense by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, great possession there for the Greyhounds to get the ball back. Again, conversion. You got the turnover. You have to get a bucket.
See Tarian looking at the clock. She's wondering when she gets to come back in. What do you think is a good time to bring her back? I mean, what do you think Coach will do?
I think around 3 minutes.
Nice job. No foul call there. It's a 4-point deficit for the Greyhounds.
And then they have to get a stop. But the Bears have had an answer every single time the Greyhounds have come to score.
That's
They've
right.
done a great job offensively.
You got to stack stops. That's what this defense needs to do for the Greyhounds. Garcia gets a piece of that one as Nash gives it off to Bogans. Gabrielle Johnson to the near side to Hayes. 4 seconds. Bass. And just off the back rim. And the hands. Oh, Tiana James. Oh, Coach wanted her to pull that one out.
I would agree with her, but this Morgan press and Sims breaking it all by herself.
Amarish for her 5th. Off the front rim, but Bass is there to get a big rebound. Coy once again down the post. Count it!
If there's no one else who will step up in this game, it is Sims.
With a double-double now.
A double-double. 13 rebounds, 16 points. She's 9 for 12. She's having an incredible game.
The whole Loyola bench is up. The crowd is getting into it. I have goosebumps. And Bogans too hard off the bank. And the Greyhounds are speeding things up themselves now. And Shaughnessy gets the foul call. Fortunate to get the foul call there.
When you talk about this freshman group, Jamie, Shaughnessy, just the confidence to be able to take the ball, get the outlet pass, and go all the way to the basket, coast to coast for the layup, and get the foul called.
She's a player you want at the line, 5 of 6 coming into this one, so she has the opportunity to tie the game, which, by the way, Taleah, the Greyhounds have not led once in this contest. It's been all Bears all the time.
And now they have an opportunity to tie it. I didn't want to jinx her there. I was holding my breath. I said, oh, no.
And once again, these Greyhounds, 2 back-to-back comeback wins on the road. Now they're trying to do it at home. Good box out by Alston. Dakota, the 5'8" junior from Detroit, Michigan, for the Bears. So it's a 1-point deficit, ton of time left as the crowd chants defense. And a turnover by James. And the defense comes through.
Some subs being made here. The Bears getting Bannerman back in. The biggest offensive spark for them, 22 points. She has been amazing today.
So sure-handed with the ball is Shaughnessy. Amarich driving baseline to Sims, who's just too wide open. And Garcia, she wants to drive to the basket. And oh, she can make that underhanded shot. And the Greyhounds with their first lead of the game, 57-56.
Garcia with that go-ahead bucket gets her to 11 points. She's doing a great job. She's off the ball right now, Jamie. You have the freshman point guard in. She's been able to really take ownership of being in that guard position and getting downhill and getting some baskets for the Greyhounds. She's being super aggressive.
Man, I got chills, Taleah. Season high for Garcia now, 11 points. And the crowd stepping up, 3 seconds on the shot clock. And Bannerman, shot clock violation. What do you think she's talking about there, too?
I'm not sure. I missed it. I don't know if she told her, like, after the play, if Shaughnessy did something extra there. I'm not sure. The Greyhounds do have 2 timeouts left in case they get too much of trouble.
Yep.
But I think they want to try to hold it on until after the minute where they can advance the ball.
Foul called there on the Bears. It's a good look at first-year coach Nadine Demond. 2 championships at Virginia State, just hired in April. And you just got to figure she is going to get things done for the Bears with her pedigree. Played for Vivian Stringer, Hall of Fame coach. Coached under Stringer at Rutgers. Exciting times for the Bears. And that'll be a foul call on Gabrielle Johnson on Amarish, who claps her hands, happy to get that call.
The ref's trying to take control of this game a little bit.
Just the 4th foul, though. Next one, they'll go to the line. Tarian still on the bench. Got to think she's got to come back soon. And Garcia almost throws that away. Big hands. Second on the team in steals is Bannerman. What doesn't she do well? Jayla, as we see Lex Tarian there, just itching to get back into the game, but
you know, this 5 is doing just fine. I think you leave him.
Shaughnessy. What a game for Liv Shaughnessy. A breakout game for the freshman.
When we talked about in our coaches meeting, you know, Watkins and Bass has been getting the public recognition, but Shaughnessy said, well, it's my time now. She has shown up today.
She really has. 8 points, that's a season high, no doubt. Coach O'Banion saying nobody works harder than Liv Shaughnessy, so she is a beast in the gym along with Callett. She's showing out today, and all of a sudden the Bears, only 7 seconds to go, and Hayes from deep, oh my, off the front rim. And Woodson is going to be called. Nice box out by Bass.
The freshman once again.
The other
freshman. They have just been doing a great job just staying down and being ready when their numbers are called. A great job, a great box out by Bass to let someone else get it. That's what you teach. If you can't go get the rebound, you hope that someone else will get it. But she was able to get the foul called there.
All right, she is 4 of 4. Coming into that is who you want on the line. 100% free throw shooter. No surprise. We've seen her stroke. She can really shoot the rock. Coach O'Banion calls her a maker. She's a maker. I'm like,
yeah.
What's a maker? Shot maker. Silly. 3-point lead. All of a sudden, I'm telling you, Taleah, this team just makes me shake my head.
Right?
In
the good ways.
Yeah, in good ways. A delightful surprise as. Oh, what a stroke, huh? Sydney Bass. There's head coach Danielle O'Banion, and this team rounding into form for Patriot League play coming up in 10 days. And now 6 for 6 on the season. Stacking stops. Can they get another one? The Greyhounds lead by 5.
And Morgan hasn't been able to find their rhythm offensively. I'm not sure what had happened down the stretch here. The Greyhounds haven't put much pressure, a full court press on. But it was smart there to go down low, pound it in the paint. And an unfortunate call on Sims, but a great job by Woodson to get that foul called, to go to the free throw line.
77% free throw shooter is Maya Woodson. And there, the Columbia, Maryland native, the pride of Hammond High School, Maya Woodson, steps to the line for 2 crucial free throws. Cans the first one. Maya Woodson, well done. She's got her routine. I love to see a good routine, Taleah. Oh, smooth as silk, Maya Woodson. Not feeling the pressure at all there. Here's Amarish looking for Garcia. Nice job by Garcia there. Could have easily been a foul.
Could have been a foul, could have been a turnover. Smart to pull it out.
Let's see the poise and the composure of this Greyhound offense now. And unfortunately, a turnover. Down 3. The tension is palpable in the building.
No, these are growing pains. You got 2 freshmen in. They haven't been in this position before. It's kind of expected.
Are you surprised Tarian's not on the floor?
I'm not. I think this team has earned to be on this floor right now.
Got that.
The squad right now, they clawed back. They deserve to be in at the last minute of the game.
I like it. I like that thought. They're going to double team Woodson. And nice foul call. Shaughnessy with the foul. Nice move by the Bears. Hayes.
They do have 2 more to give. So not a terrible foul there.
And here she comes. I think Coach O'Banion heard us. That is your most prolific player, Lex Tarian, back on the floor. Nobody loves winning more than Lex, so let's see what we got here. Final 45 seconds of the game. And it's 3-pointer. And of course, it's Bannerman. Forgive me, that's Hayes. And she misses the lay-in. It's unfortunate. They're going to have to foul here. And Shaughnessy, not necessarily the one you want to foul. Amarish just missed 2. Shaughnessy, on the other hand, made 2. But she's a freshman. Think she's got what it takes tonight?
I do. If any other night, definitely tonight.
Critical free throws here for Shaughnessy from Freehold, New Jersey. She has eclipsed her season high in points and minutes. Bam. And a timeout from Coach Dumond. They'll get the ball at half court.
Now we'll see if they get Bannerman back in this game. Their leading scorer right now. She's been their go-to player.
It was interesting that they went with Hayes, who, by the way, just missed the layup. It was a good call.
Yeah.
She just didn't convert on the other end. But at some point, you just have to wonder where fatigue sets in. I don't like to use it as an excuse, but this Morgan State team has played 14 games.
Yeah.
They have flown all over the place to LSU. They just came back from North Carolina 48 hours ago. We didn't even get the chance to talk to Coach.
Exactly.
But we understood.
Yeah.
I was like, no problem. Totally get it, Coach Dumond, although I did want to talk to her because she's an awesome, awesome person who has, just a lot of basketball experience that I wanted to talk about. But Coach O'Banion, what a job she has done for the Greyhounds as well. This will be 3 in a row.
It will.
And when you're going into Patriot League play, that is exactly what you want.
Yeah, this is the perfect timing for them to round out their team, to kind of put all the pieces together.
All right, Taleah, 25 seconds. Got to be a quick 2 or 3 here for the Bears. And once again, they're going to go with Hayes. Out to Nash. Nice play. Piece of it. Oh, just off of the front rim. And I wonder if Amarish got a piece of it. Either way, she got her hand up, right?
A smart closeout by Amarish.
She's so long. It's sneaky long. And Tarian with the foul.
The foul, I talked about it. She, 5th year, she's a smarter player than that. We've seen her play smarter.
Didn't they have one to give?
They had one to give.
Okay.
But,
to take Tarian off the floor. I get it.
Yeah, you want to keep her in the game. She is your best player. She has a resume full of accolades. You do want her on the floor, so she just has to be smarter and not get that 5th foul called.
You're right. That's absolutely fair.
When the clock is ticking, too.
Sydney Bass checks back in. Ankles were broken. And 2 rebounds. 2 players from Morgan trying to rebound the ball, and it goes right into the hands of Sydney Bass. Sometimes, you and I talked at the half, and I really felt like Loyola was going to win in the 4th quarter due to all the fatigue really for Morgan State, and it really did seem to come true.
No, they've led for 3 minutes of this game.
Right.
8.2% of this full game, they have held the lead.
But all the credit in the world to the Morgan State Bears. They also are rounding into form as MEAC play comes up in the new year for them. They have Towson on December 30th, so they have one more game before MEAC conference play begins.
And the Greyhounds, they're going on to Patriot League.
And that'll do it. Loyola gets their third straight win in a row. The first one here at home. They win 65-58. What a performance by so many people, but especially the freshman Olivia Shaughnessy. A breakout game for her. What stood out to you, Taleah?
No, just how hard they played. The ability for them to come back into this game, for everyone to step up. You know, your best player, Lex Tarian, didn't have the greatest game. She fouled out. Coyson stepped up. She tied for her career high in points, 1 rebound shy of tying a career high as well. So just a great job. It was a full team win. The freshman stepped up. Garcia stepped up in her position with Hicks being out. Amarich. I can shout out the whole team, Jamie.
I know, right? No, I want you to. I mean, it's really, when we talk to Coach, and when you talk about rounding into form, Patriot League play, you know it well. Do you feel like all of this non-conference play has really helped them to succeed come 10 days from now?
It has. You know, I think the tougher teams that they've played, they weren't able to pull out the wins, but the wins that they have pulled out, I think it's credited to those games that they haven't been able to pull out the whole season. So I think they've done a great job with their non-conference, and it showed today in their last 3 games with their 3-game winning streak, and hopefully they can continue it on when we're back here on December 31st, getting into the new year for Patriot League.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could write a better script. I'm sure if Coach O'Banion were over here, but we're not going to talk to her today. Unfortunately, we don't have enough crew on hand. But anyway, I want to wish you, my partner, a wonderful happy holidays. And don't let me forget the crew, because starting with our producer, excellent job by Garrett Cooper, and of course Jonathan Yanko from Loyola. Jay Mann helped out early on. Technical director Khalilu Drawara. Of course, replay by Jamel Strand. Graphics, Kiana Wilson. Camera operators, Marlena Neal, Kevin Hernandez, and John Lee. That is our excellent Patriot League ESPN crew. Thank you so much, Taleah. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays to everyone listening. We'll see you right back here on December 31st, American University, 1 p.m.